Hey guys, I am back. Today I wanted to talk to you about the negativity bias that lives up here. Look, I don't know about you, but mine is strong. I am a bitch who likes to think about worst case scenario all the time. And let me tell you something, if you're the same and you're in the same boat, I just want to tell you that is not always a bad thing. Worst case scenario can be very helpful for preparing you for the worst. It is that flight, fight, survival response that we all have built into us innately, and it is important to think about those sort of things. Like, they're important thoughts to have. The difference is seeing the negative in everything, because that's what our brains are wired to do. So that's what we want to talk about today. What I want you to do for like a week, focus really heavily on this for like a week, and I'll do it too, we'll do it together. When you have that negative thought pop up, like, oh, I'm going to so-and-so's house and their friend's going to be there and that friend doesn't like me, this is going to be horrible. Take that thought, acknowledge that it's there, and flip it on its head. Be like, I'm going to so-and-so's house, her friend's going to be there, and she doesn't know me very well. This is a great opportunity for me to get to know her and to introduce myself to her and for us to become friends. This is going to sound and feel fake as fuck for probably the whole week. But what it does is it just starts to retrain you to think differently. And it really is a fake it till you make it type of a situation, because if you do it for often enough, eventually you will start to believe those thoughts, and you will at least subconsciously be believing those thoughts, and that's honestly all we really need. And when you do think about worst case scenarios, also list best case scenarios. Like, it can be good to do both, and then ideally the situation will then meet somewhere in the middle, because it's highly doubtful that it's ever going to be the worst case scenario, but it's kind of also doubtful that it will be the best case scenario in most cases. Like, it's not ever going to be right up here or way down here. It will be somewhere in the middle, hopefully more towards the top, but somewhere in the middle is okay. The other thing is to cut yourself some slack, yourself and your friends and family some slack, because the thing about our negativity bias and our brains is we like to be super duper hypercritical of ourselves first and our family and our loved ones second. So it's like, you might see a stranger doing something that you would do, and you will never ever be as harsh to that stranger as what you would do to yourself in that same situation, or to a family member or a friend. You're always so much more critical of yourself and the people that you love around you, because you want the best for yourself and for them. But sometimes it's important just to be like, you know what? We're all going through life the same. We are all just doing the absolute best that we can. I listened to a podcast recently with Brene Brown and Russell Brand, which was amazing. And Brene said, think of one person in your life who is not doing the absolute best that they can. Think of that one person, and then think about how you would feel if God, so I use my quotation marks there, because God to me can be a religious, figure, or it can be just the universe or life speaking to you, whatever God means to you in this situation. Okay, so imagine God comes to you and says that person is doing the absolute best that they can. And also think back, it triggered me a little bit, because it made me think back to a time where I had severe depression, and my family at the time were not very supportive. They didn't understand. I didn't understand. Like, they were like, how can you possibly be depressed? Like, you have everything. And that was part of my battle, was that I was thinking the same thing. I was like, what is wrong with you? You have everything people want, and you can't get out of bed in the morning. What the fuck is wrong with you? And I just thought back to that time, and I thought, it took me so long to get help. It took me so long to admit that I had a problem, because I was trying my damn best to hold it all together. And some days that meant that I could move from my bed to the couch, and that was the absolute best that I could do at the time. I couldn't go to the letterbox, I couldn't leave my house. That was the best that I could do. So just remember, if you are going through a hard time, or even if you're just, feeling like you're not meeting your goals, or you've put too much pressure on yourself, you are doing the absolute best that you can, and so are all the people around you that you love. So it's okay to cut ourselves some slack sometimes and not listen to that little voice in your head saying you need to do better, because fuck that voice, that's what. This is something that I'm still working on a daily basis, and I'm sure you guys are feeling the exact same thing. And like I've said in my previous videos, it is a daily commitment. You've just got to continually take things day by day, and learning to love yourself and self-growth and all of that sort of stuff. It is a day by day process that we recommit to every single day and choose love over fear. So I'm just trying to live my best life over here. And sometimes I need to cut myself some slack, and you guys probably do too. If you liked this video, please share it with a friend, give it a like, and subscribe to my channel. I will see you in my next video, guys. Thank you for watching. Bye.